Why I regret moving into a nursing home. It's a quiet afternoon, the kind that stretches on endlessly in a place like this. The walls are too white, the floors too polished, and the scent of antiseptic lingers in the air like an unwelcome guest. I sit by the window, watching the world move by without me. I never thought this would be my life, but here I am, in a nursing home, and I can't help but regret every step that led me here. When I first made the decision to move in, it seemed like the logical choice. I was getting older, my knees creaking and my hands shaking. I told myself it would be temporary, a safe haven where I could be cared for while I adjusted to this new phase of life. But now, months later, I realize how wrong I was. The truth is, I miss the small things that once filled my days with joy. The scent of morning coffee brewing in the kitchen, the sound of my footsteps echoing through the halls of my own home, the warmth of my garden in spring, the feeling of dirt beneath my fingers as I tended to the flowers. Now the only sound I hear is the shuffle of slippers against tile floors and the soft murmur of distant voices I don't recognize. I regret leaving behind the life I worked so hard to build, the house filled with memories, the love of family and friends that I took for granted. Here I feel like a stranger in my own body, as if I've lost the essence of who I am. The meals are fine, the nurses are kind, but there's no heart here, no warmth beyond the scheduled routines. I've traded the comfort of my own home for sterile corridors and white sheets. But perhaps the biggest regret is the loneliness that creeps in during the quietest moments. I long for the touch of a hand, the sound of someone calling my name with affection, the laughter of loved ones echoing through the rooms. Instead, I find myself waiting for a visitor who rarely comes, watching the days blur into one another. I didn't know it would feel like this, so far removed from the life I once knew. I didn't understand how much I'd miss the freedom to come and go as I pleased, to make decisions without asking for permission. I didn't realize how much I'd miss being seen, truly seen, by those who loved me. Now, all I want is to feel connected again. I want to feel the touch of someone who cares, to share a meal with a loved one, to laugh without worrying if anyone is listening. I regret moving into this nursing home, not because it isn't safe, but because it has stripped away the very essence of what made me feel alive. The love, the connections and the memories that are now slipping through my fingers like sand. In the end, I've come to realize that no amount of care or comfort can replace the warmth of home and the people who make it a place worth living. And now all I want is to go back to feel the love and life I once had.